Tahawwur Rana is expected to arrive in India on a special flight today afternoon at the Palam airport in the national capital. Rana is likely to be produced before a special NIA court at the Patiala house in New Delhi. According to government sources in India, a multi-agency team from India has gone to the US to bring him back. All paperwork and legalities have been completed with the US authorities. The hugely significant development comes just days after Rana's last resort attempt to evade extradition to India failed after the US Supreme Court denied his application, moving him closer to being handed over to Indian authorities to face justice in the dastardly attacks carried out by him as well as his accomplices. Now, Tahawwur Rana is a Pakistan-born Canadian national, close associate of one of the main conspirators of the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, David Coleman Headley, a US citizen. Meanwhile, the central government has appointed special public prosecutor Narender Mann for the trial in the 2611 case. And the 2611 terror attack, one of the masterminds, Tahawwur Rana, is expected to now arrive in India on a special flight today afternoon, just a couple of hours from now. Rana will be produced before a special NIA court in Patiala House in the national capital. According to government sources, a multi-agency team from India has gone to the US to bring him back, and he will be brought back this afternoon. My colleague Aditya Raj Kaul joining us with more details. Aditya, Tahawwur Rana likely to be brought back by afternoon today.
Well, yes, Tahawwur Rana finally will be landing in India shortly. We are being told that any time afternoon, after 12 noon, he would be landing at the Palam Technical Airport, either in a US military aircraft or a private jet of the Government of India. Already a 7-member team of India's National Investigation Agency, as well as the RNAW and NIA, have been stationed in the United States still, from Sunday. And there was a lot of paperwork and formalities that were completed. Assurances were also given that proper treatment would be given under the Indian law, and proper arrangements have been made in India's Tihar jail as well as a jail in Mumbai to keep Tahawwur Rana. Now, this is a very significant moment. I would say one of the biggest moments ever since Ajmal Kasab was captured by the Indian agencies. He met his fate as per the law of the land and was hung and given the death sentence. And now Tahawwur Rana, a very key conspirator of the Mumbai 2611 attacks, reaches here. I can tell you that heavy security arrangements have been made at the Palam Technical Airport as well as the NIA headquarters at Lodi Road in the Lutyens, Delhi. We've been told that the Delhi Police SWAT commandos, which are the elite commandos of the Delhi Police, are stationed at the Palam Technical Airport as well as at the NIA headquarters. Heavy security arrangements have been made. There are paramilitary forces that have been deployed also at both these locations. So any moment now he would be landing, and then ideally he would be escorted to the NIA headquarters or could be taken straight to the Patiala House court, where he would be produced before a special NIA court for custodial interrogation. So custodial interrogation will take place while the senior NIA officers Ashish Batra, the IG, and DIG Jaya Roy are monitoring the situation closely and are actually bringing Tahawwur Rana back to India. There are several officers of the RNAW that are involved also in this entire operation. And of course, it's a diplomatic win. Hence, the Ministry of External Affairs, both in New Delhi as well as in Washington, D.C., have been involved from day one in this entire process. Now, Tahawwur Rana is significant and important because he's not only the most radicalized individual who was a key conspirator, and many would say that he was just perhaps an agent, looking at the immigration service and helping David Coleman Headley. It's not just that. Investigation by the Indian agencies have revealed that Tahawwur Rana was part of the Pakistan Army and he was an insider. He was an inside man of the Pakistan Army and the ISI involved in the Mumbai 2611 attacks. Just a week before the Mumbai 2611
I do want to
attacks,
understand his role, and I think our audience want to also understand his role in the 2611 attacks. But I'm given to understand Deepak Badana, my colleague, is joining us from Palam Airport right now, where the special flight is likely to land by this afternoon. Deepak, what's happening around you? What is the security apparatus looking like?
Right now, airport is in Palam. Better road and the Palam airport. So this is a very new, where the special flight arrived later this afternoon. 2611 as the
Get you back on a better line. Let's go back to Aditya. Aditya, you were mentioning how Rana played a very important role. He wasn't somebody who was on the sidelines. In fact, he was a key conspirator. He knew what he was doing. He was recruited by the Pakistani army to carry out those dastardly attacks.
Well, yes, Tahawwur Rana had served as a captain in the Pakistan Army. Thereafter, for better livelihood, he had left Pakistan for Canada. He is a Canadian citizen. And thereafter to Chicago, where he actually made an immigration service firm and he was specializing in providing visas and had also helped David Coleman Headley to forge his documents and also extend his visa to over 10 years for India. So he was facilitating the visit as much as possible. And just a week before the Mumbai 26/11 attacks, he had visited India with his wife to Reiki several places. He had also Reiki'd a place in Mumbai that was a residential society, Jalvayu Vihar, where a lot of veterans of the 71 war with Bangladesh were there. And Tahawwur Rana, in one conversation with David Coleman Headley, had also mentioned that he wanted to attack this to seek revenge for the 71 embarrassment for Pakistan. So one is this, and immediately after the Mumbai 26/11 attacks, he was so elated that he mentioned to David Coleman Headley and Major Iqbal, their handlers, that all the attackers, all the terrorists who were killed in Mumbai 26/11 attacks should be posthumously awarded the highest civilian and military honors of the Pakistan government. So such was the kind of radicalization of Tahawwur Rana. Now, this is a big catch for the Indian agencies because he will not only unravel, but he will expose the entire link between the Pakistani ISI, the Pakistan Army, and the Lashkar-e-Toiba, and all the plotters of this dastardly, cowardly terror attack in Mumbai, in which not just Indians but several foreign nationals, including Americans and Israelis, were killed as well. So we know there are several missing links. For instance, Sajid Mir and Major Iqbal, their original reality is yet to be out in open. So major, revelations could be coming out from Tahawwur Rana to establish who really Sajid Mir is, who Major Iqbal is, what was their role, how were they recruited, because there's a mystery around Sajid Mir. Immediately after the Mumbai 26/11 attacks, the Pakistan government had come out and said that Sajid Mir is dead and there is a graveyard where he has been buried. But after the FATF pressure recently over the last 2-3 years, now Pakistan government has said officially that Sajid Mir is alive and he has been prosecuted under the Pakistani law and is in a Pakistani prison. Now, we know how law operates in Pakistan. It's at the behest of the Pakistan Army and the GHQ headquarters in Rawalpindi. So we'll have to wait and watch what all Tahawwur Rana does reveal. But after 17 long years, a lot of revelations of Mumbai 26/11 to come out to actually point the exact role of the Pakistan Army and ISI in hatching this conspiracy against India, against the sovereignty of the country. There will be, of course, multiple agencies involved in the interrogation process. Of course, NIA and RNAW for sure. Immediately, as I said, after his landing, he will be taken to the NIA Special Court in Patiala House, where custodial interrogation would be demanded, and thereafter, at the NIA headquarters in a highly sophisticated and a sensitive area, he would be interrogated. Very important arrangements have been made both at the Tihar jail as well as at the NIA headquarters, where sophisticated technology is being used to monitor the cell where Tahawwur Rana would be kept. And as of now, the entire country is actually waiting for Tahawwur Rana's extradition to be completed. He's already on his way, and in the next couple of hours or so, he would be landing at the Palam Technical Airport. A big moment, certainly, for the government of
Absolutely.
India.
A big moment there
Yeah.
for India. We are given to understand Deepak is back with us. Deepak is at the Palam Technical Airport. Perhaps he can give us a sense of what is the security measures like around in Palam Airport today. In just a couple of hours from now, Deepak, Tahawwur Rana is likely to make a landing.
Good morning, Sita. So presently we are outside the airport station Palam, also known as the Palam Technical Airport. Now this is the key air landing area for VVIPs here. And Tahawwur Rana, much due to his infamy, will be arriving right here anytime post-noon. Now, this is a very high security zone. It is essentially used for military aircraft, and in fact, the Prime Minister's aircraft also routinely lands here. So security is always high around this region. It's a no-flight zone, except for the aircraft that are actually going out of the Indira Gandhi airport. Other than that, this area is routinely checked. I mean, there are cameras everywhere. There is some sort of police barricading as well, but nothing untoward. The main security detail today are at the Tihar jail and at the NIA office. Those are the places where we've seen a lot of, police officers and service personnel who've been congregating there since early morning today. However, outside the Palam airport, things seem to be calm. And we're waiting right here to give you the updates as and when they arrive.
Deepak, they're tracking that flight very, very closely. But before I let you go, Aditya, just to go back to you, tell us what really happens from here on. You said that Tahawwur Rana is likely to be produced either in Patiala House Court or could go directly to the NIA headquarters, where NIA is likely to seek his judicial custody. There could be an interrogation that follows. What's going to be the law unfolding from here on?
Well, in the past 10 years or 15 years, I've covered two such cases. One is when Christian Michel was in fact brought in from the UAE, and of course, Chota Rajan was brought in from Indonesia. Both of these individuals were actually brought in aircrafts which landed at the Palam Technical Airport. And similarly, would be the case with Tahawwur Rana as well. He would be landing in a special flight at the Palam Technical this afternoon, and thereafter would be taken to either the NIA headquarters or straight away to the NIA special court at the Patiala House. The distance between Patiala House and NIA headquarters is hardly about 3 to 4 kilometers. So that shouldn't be a problem. And of course, high security arrangements have been made in all these areas. As I said, the elite commandos of the Delhi police, the SWAT commandos are already in place. There are highly sophisticated vehicles that are in place. Tahawwur Rana will be kept and in a bulletproof vehicle. I'm also being told that there are dummy bulletproof vehicles that have been kept there. So you're not sure in which vehicle Tahawwur Rana really is. So due to security concerns, highest priority is being given to safety and security of Tahawwur Rana to actually ferry him from the airport to the areas around NIA headquarters and of course the NIA special court. But this is just the beginning. There would be hectic negotiations, hectic interrogation that would actually continue. And we know for sure that Narender Mann, an advocate, has been now made a special prosecutor in the trial of the Mumbai 26/11 attack cases, especially against Tahawwur Rana and David Coleman Headley.
Right.
Let's remember that the NIA, the Mumbai police, the intelligence agencies have worked day and night over the last 17 years to make this happen. So certainly it's a big achievement for the Indian
Absolutely.
agencies, for the Indian diplomats.
Very,
And
very big
we will, of course,
achievement
fill in
there.
our viewers with more
Right.
details.